Hey guys, welcome to the Prelims Focus News discussion of 18th of September 2017. Let's see the very first news, guys. First news is about the pigment effluents pose a threat to water table. See, this current affair is related to the Machilipatnam Kalamkari thing, basically. That has got a GI tag, that is geographical indication tag from the government of India. So let's deal about that Machilipatnam Kalamkari first, then we will come to this news. All right. So guys, it is basically a style of kalamkari work, as you can see in this picture, which is done by the vegetable dye on a fabric, right? It is done by vegetable dye. See, these dyes are vegetable dyes by a fabric with the help of wooden block. As you can see in this picture, this guy is using this wooden block to paint this Machilipatnam thing, right? And it is produced in nearby town of Pedana, which is in Krishna district of the Indian state of Andhra Pradesh, and it has got geographical indication tag from the Andhra Pradesh region of this Pedana, right? Next is, it has evolved during the rule of Mughal dynasty though, but it has been practiced in Golconda Sultanate also, right? So now this was a few facts which we have already discussed about Machilipatnam Kalamkari. And remember guys, I have included this because this has directly came in 2015 prelims paper, right? So that's why I have talked about this. Now, since there is indiscriminate use of poor quality fugitive pigments, earlier we have already discussed that there used to be the usage of vegetable dyes, but now onward, from now it is being seen that they are converting to the artificial pigment, which is considered a very toxic and harmful, right? So, and they are released in the drains nearby the region of this Pedana in Krishna district, Pedana town of Krishna district, and these are ultimately getting into the nearest agricultural fields. So it is polluting the agricultural crops first of all. Later it is also draining down to the leaching down to the groundwater, thereby polluting the groundwater level also. Means from both the ends, the people of the nearby region are getting affected by the harmful pigments which has been used in the kalamkari production. So government need to focus on this and do take some sort of punitive actions regarding its uses, against its users, right? Okay, next news is about Odisha government has been wrapped for delays in notifying elephant corridors. Let's see what is elephant corridors, guys. See, elephant corridors are the corridors which are used by the elephants to move from one region to another region. And these corridors were, it is said that these corridors were earlier inhabited by the village people, right? So, these corridors are converted into the corridor for the movement of elephant by planting some sort of trees, so that, and also regulates the movement of people from this region, so that these wild animals can get transferred from this region to that region very smoothly. But in this current affair came because NGT, that is National Green Tribunal, which is a statutory body, it has been disappointed on the lethargic attitude of the Odisha government in notifying this elephant corridor, because in 2010 state government has identified around close to 14 corridors, and later 9 corridors were also identified. See, I'm telling that they were only identified, but they were not given legal sanctity. So since they are not given legal sanctity, so we can't do enforcement on that region, right? If the government violates the elephant corridor thing also, then legal actions can't be taken against the government or against the people or the institution who is violating that the region of that corridor, right? So that's why NGT has told that as soon as possible, do give the legal sanctity to those elephant corridors, and work on the development of elephant corridors. And what does the corridors do, guys? Basically, corridors help the elephant to move without any disturbance, as I've already discussed, but also increases the chance of exchange of genetic diversity interchange. Of course, if the elephant of one region gets mixed with the elephant of other region, then there is possibility of exchanging of genetic diversities also, right? Next is about Indus water talks make no headways. Basically, after the Uri attack, Narendra Modi has said that blood and water cannot flow together. So that's why we said that okay, under this Indus Water Treaty, whatever is the share of allocation which has been got by India, India was not using that much share of its water. But after this message by our Prime Minister, they have said that okay, Indian government has said that we'll use our part of water. But there was objection from the Islamabad, that is Pakistan, that the Rattle project and the Kishanganga project, which is being carried out in Chenab and Jhelum water respectively, they will reduce the amount of water flow into Pakistan. So that's why they had started objection against India, and they have filed a case in World Bank, right? Because ultimately the World Bank is the intermediator in this Indus Water Treaty. Alright, so that's why this was in news, guys. Next is about Organization of Islamic Corporation was news, because the context is India has rejected the Organization of Islamic Corporation's comment on Kashmir. Because see, in the Organization of Islamic Corporation, India is not there, right? And Pakistan don't want India to come, because Pakistan want to put forth the matter of Kashmir to it, right? They just want the cooperation of all the Islamic countries against India regarding Kashmir, right? But India has rejected that. No, the comment which is being given by this organization is totally misleading, and that group, that is Organization of Islamic Corporation, has no locus standi on the India's internal affair. That is totally India's internal affair. Other organizations have no right to talk about this, right? So this was it, and let's deal about what is this organization. It is an international organization which was founded in 1969. The organization states that it is a collective voice of the Muslim world, and it works to safeguard and protect the interests of Muslim world in the spirit of promoting international peace and harmony. This is the flag of this Organization of Islamic Corporation, and these are the countries in green color are the direct members of it, and the red color countries are the observer states. So this is about it. Next is Satyarthi for the creation of sex offenders registry. Guys, Kailash Satyarthi is a Nobel laureate whose each and every dialogue is becoming very important for exams perspective, because he has a previous 2016 also in mains exam, there was a statement directly taken from the Amartya Sen's statement. So they have said to comment on that statement. So these statements also became very important. We have already discussed on 11th September there was news about Bharat Yatra. Alright, under Bharat Yatra he will roam all the different states of India, and he will raise the awareness against child sexual abuse. Then we have already discussed this news. Now actually Satyarthi is in Bengaluru's tour. So in the engineering community there, he has requested those engineering communities to wage a technological war on child abuse, and ask them to formation of a sex offender registry whose data will be open to public, so that normal parents like you and me, or if in future we'll get parents, then we'll get to know that who are the personalities in our region who has any time or the other has been involved in this sexual abuse thing. So we'll at least get ourselves cautioned that okay, that guy is a sex offender. Alright, so that's why like he has demanded for the creation of this sex offenders registry. Next news is about Sardar Sarovar Dam, that is a gift to nation by the Narendra Modi. Actually, see guys, its foundation stone has been laid almost 56 years ago, but the project was in standstill because there were court cases against the government, and villagers were not allowing this project to continue, right? Because if the water level of Narmada Dam is raised, then the backward areas in Madhya Pradesh will get drowned. Alright, so those people who are inhabiting the riverbank region, so they are telling that no, we can't live in our place if the gates of this Sardar Sarovar Dam will close. So they were protesting against it. So that's why, since last 56 years it was in a standstill, but now the government has negotiated with those people, and they have said that okay, we'll carry on the project because this is the Gujarat's lifeline. Because like if this Sardar Sarovar, the water level of Sardar Sarovar dam is raised, then this will prove to be a lifeline for the Gujarati people, because that water from there can be channelized to the Saurashtra region of Gujarat, where there is huge deficiency of water, right? So that's why this project is Narendra Modi government has inaugurated this project. Now next is about, has India got its big cat count right? That has been asked by the different scientific community, because earlier the way, the procedure used by India to count these big cats were not good, right? They were actually counting the animal population, the big cat population, by their pug mark. But now, and also they were used another type of procedure which is called extrapolation procedure. Say for example, I'm giving you, say for example, in 1 kilometer range, if they are finding 3 tigers, then they predict that okay, if in 1 kilometer range there are 3 tigers, then in 100 kilometer range there will be 300 tiger. But that is not true, right? That cannot be exact. So they might be less, they might be more. So that's why the scientific community has asked that what India is doing, since there is highest population of these big cats in India. So India must take some responsible measures to carry out the count of these big cats, because they are environmental wise and biodiversity wise, they are becoming very important for the earth to live in, right? Because they contribute a huge significant significant play in the food chain, right? So that's why the scientific community has asked. And now why I have included this current affair, because you can incorporate this in your case study thing, in your whether it be mains answer, which might they might ask regarding the protection of wildlife, or in the essay, right? So you can include this handy. Okay, next is about ATAGS, guys. The full form of it is Advanced Towed Artillery Gun System. So basically it was news because India has set a world record, since the conventional artillery systems were the maximum range of conventional systems were around 35 to 40 kilometers. But the new artillery gun system, which has been discovered indigenously by India under the Make in India initiative, it is seen that the target range at a distance of 48 kilometers, which is the farthest up till now. No other country's artillery gun has shown a range of 48 kilometers, right? So that's why this was in news. There are a few specifications about this ATAGS. So if you want, you can read it. Like, it has all electric drive, it has quick deployability, it has high mobility, it has auxiliary power mode, advanced communication system, and automated command and control system. It has 6 rounds of magazines, which in standard and conventional artillery systems they contain 3 rounds of magazines, right? But it has 6 rounds. So these are few of the specifications. Next news is about India is under the United States pressure to scale down ties with North Korea, because war clouds are gathering over the Korean peninsula. So that's why US is pressurizing India that whatsoever be the coordination you are having with North Korea. Let's see, basically we are coordinating with the North Korea in the region of these medicines, right? Because we have a huge chunk of generic medicines, and we don't want the underdeveloped nations to starve without medicines, or they get medicines at higher cost. So that's why we are just coordinating with North Korea, but US is pressurizing that just try to reduce the coordination which you are having with North Korea, because there is cloud of war which has been gathering over the North Korea, and North Korea is day by day they are increasing their nuclear and missile program, which is being which is not being taken sportingly by the international community. And United Nations Security Council has also put many pressures and sanctions on the North Korean peninsula, but North Korea specifically. So basically nothing is happening. So it still means US is urging India to reduce our coordination with North Korea, right? So this was the news, guys. We'll meet in next class, guys. Till then, bye bye, take care, and thank you for listening to me, guys. Thank you very much.